We are a family of 6. We have 4 kids from 8 to 18, and we like to hike and camp and watch movies and do all the usual.
We love hanging out together as a family, especially at the dinner table in the evenings.
I like video games, outdoor stuff, sports when I can, music.
Jacob was born and he wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, was really pale, so I kept taking him back to the doctor. I'm like, something's wrong. He's like, oh, actually I hear a murmur that I didn't hear yesterday, so we'll send you to cardiology. That was the day before he turned 2 months old. From there into PICU with his diagnosis, heart failure, dilated cardiomyopathy, failure to thrive. Basically from infancy until preschool, he had an appointment literally every day, meds around the clock. He got a G-tube because he couldn't eat. He was so sick and so tired he couldn't eat. And then at around 5 years old, we went to Stanford just to meet with the heart failure team to make sure we were doing everything we should do, get him evaluated for a heart transplant. And they said, no, he's doing good, we'll just watch him. February 28th of 2021, he was totally a normal day, went to church, running around, playing with his friends like usual. Then we get home and he's having chest pain. We go to the ER and he's in cardiogenic shock. His heart is just not doing good. And that's when they see his lung pressures are elevated, so his heart's doing bad enough that it's now affecting his lungs. So all the things to start evaluating for transplant. And they decided that yes, he needed a transplant. Since we chose to go to Stanford and we didn't go to Mayo, insurance wasn't willing to help us with any of that. So I basically lived in the hospital room with him on this little cot that they call a bed for a couple months. He starts just feeling really, really sick again and just took a turn for the worse. So we spent the whole day in the ER, did all of his tests, and we get back to CV ICU, and within a couple hours, cardiology calls and says we've got a heart. So it was only a 1 week.
I remember being in the kitchen, and I think she called me and I missed the first call, and then she called me right back and I picked up the second call. she goes, pack your bags, you gotta be on a plane. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm not ready for this. What do you mean I'm supposed to be on a plane? Yeah, you gotta get on a plane in 8 hours.
They said he should be intubated for like 2 or 3 days. And they call us at 5 a.m. the next day. He's wanting his tube out. You better come back. He's awake. We're going to take his tube out. And his recovery, everything was so fast. He had everything taken out by day 5. He walked himself out of CVICU. Doctors were coming by like, I just wanted to say hi because I heard about you and I don't believe this is happening.
The morning of the surgery, I didn't feel any emotions at all. It was probably like God just calming me down.
You know, as a family, you make it work. You know, you don't rely on your own strength. You know, you rely on each other. You rely on faith, and you make it work.
I can pretty much do anything. Just if I want to do sports, just contact with this area. That's about it.
They say a full year to recover and really feel better. But I think he feels it. He feels more energy.
To see him just enjoying his life the way he's enjoying it now and not have the fatigue or exhaustion that he used to have just by exerting a little bit of energy is just, you can't ask for anything more. It's been an incredible journey. Really incredible journey.